Hello everyone, this is StiltzkinKupo84 with Cat and Fam Gamer TV, and welcome to our All Shields playthrough of Final Fantasy XII. I'm going to take a minute here just to equip who's going to be my leader. Okay, my leader is going to be Penelo, and the reason this is important is because we need a diamond armlet. We need this equipped on the person who's going to be running around. Because this Cerobi Steppe, this next area that we're going to be in, there's a lot of potential for treasure here, but basically all of the treasure requires that you wear a diamond armlet. If you don't, you have a 100% chance of getting Gil or a knot of rust. It's going to be one or the other. And then if you have a diamond armlet equipped, then it's a 95% chance of a knot of rust and a 5% chance of, you know, what cool stuff could be here. Now, knowing that, this doesn't seem like a good place to zone for equipment. That used to be the case in Final Fantasy XII Vanilla. At least I didn't pay attention to the probabilities, but I think in Zodiac Age this is greatly decreased, that you're going to get the right equipment that you want all the time. So the zoning here is real. That's compounded by the fact that most of these chests are at a 10 to 20% spawn rate. So this is even worse than Cheetah Uplands, and I really wouldn't advise that you do either. Quite honestly, given the fact that you can get great equipment with better odds from earlier places in the game, this just might not be the best place to go to look to get the equips that you want. Of course, some of the equips that are in here, I will say, this is the only place to get them. So if you're super hardcore about wanting all of the things, you're going to have to be super hardcore about item zoning. In this area. Now, there's something that's supposed to be here already that isn't. And that is a claymore. That's 100% spawn. It's not here. So I'm wondering if the claymore is not here because I already have one. So I already have a claymore. We're not going to use these anyway. It's a two-handed sword, so I'm not really worried about it. But I just noticed the inconsistency there. And let's see. There's 3 chests up in the top right here. The place I just got done running. These 3 chests in the top right. We're looking for 2, 3, and 4. Those are arc scale, cross scale, and ninja gear. So those will be good for our Machinist. Also, we're looking for 8, 9, and 12, which are Gaia Gear, Multi-Scale, and Gold Hairpin. But those are along the southern border here. So let's go check along the south. Oh wow, you know what? I'm not even leading Penelo around, who is my diamond armlet wearer. I was leading Ash around, so it's a good thing that I didn't find any pots that could have potentially held things that I wanted. 'Cause I wouldn't have got them anyway. I would have gotten a knot of rust or a gill guaranteed. That's the other thing. Walking around here, you kind of want to keep your favorite accessories on for protecting against status effects, but you need the diamond armlet on to get any of these cool treasures. So, whereas in most of the game you've been able to, you know, wear whatever accessory you want and switch between characters, now it's sort of like a memory game. You have to remember to make sure that you are in control of your diamond armlet character when you're going to pick up an item bag. So we haven't found anything in here that we want just yet, and it'll kind of be like that. Like, that's pretty standard. From what I remember of the vanilla, I could come in here and I think it was like a 50 to 75% spawn rate that the chest would be there, and there was somewhat of a like a 30% chance that you would get what you wanted. That's just not the case anymore, and I was discouraged when I reached this spot on my last playthrough. So we are right now at the same spot that I was in my my non-streamed playthrough that, you know, came before this. I had gotten a little stronger, I had done a few more things, I had killed the hellworm, which I still haven't done yet in this walkthrough, but largely a bunch of optional things make up the difference between what I did in that playthrough and what I've already done in this playthrough that's made it to stream. So we're still picking up knots of rust, and it's pretty inconvenient if you ask me. I'm wondering if arrow would be a better... Oh, you know what? Fran doesn't have her Fira on even. And let's see about arrow. She doesn't have arrow Gus, so I think we'll just stick to Fira. Let's see. Oh, we don't have Shades of Black on. Wow, okay. Now, does she have Aeroga? I think she should. I think she could. That's weird. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? She might not. She might need an Esper. Penelo might need an Esper in order to get access to Aeroga. But yeah, I mean, we've walked along this entire board now, and we haven't found squat for treasures that we wanted to find. And when I got to the Cerobi stuff on my last playthrough, I was like, what the heck, this is not the same zoning experience that I saw before. And the only explanation I can think of is it's so late in the game that maybe they just they want you to get all your leveling up and all your LP grinding done here now. And so this is what they want you to do, because why is Fran attacking? Ah, because she doesn't have a flying fire gambit. But yeah, I think the Zodiac Age may have changed its mechanics for items in this area in order to, you know, just sort of force you, the player, to grind more, spend more time in the area, and beef up your characters a lot more. That's frustrating. I would say. I would call it frustrating. So pretty much, that's why I was anxious to get here, because I've mentioned that there are simply things in this area that you can't find anywhere else. At least not anywhere else that we have covered in the playthrough. So if I find things that are offered here, that are available in areas that we haven't yet visited, like say the Necroll of Nabudis or the Nebrius Deadlands around the Necroll or whatever, I probably won't try to zone too hard to find those things in this early step. But I'm unsure of what all I'm going to try to get exclusively from here. So that's another reason I was super invested in getting here as fast as possible. That way I can just sort of look at the data, and if I have to do a bunch of zone grinding off camera, at least I can do that on my own time, at my own pace, having shot the video for clearing this stuff in the first place. These shield worms here are pretty resilient. I kind of almost wish that the Coral had come over here so then we would have our fear stuff going. And again, I'm not sure. Maybe he has fire resistance. Okay, so he is getting hurt. He's getting hurt by the Firaga. That's good. So having Corals try to come in and crash our party is actually taking the ringworm down, shield worm down quicker. Imagine that. Now we got him on the ropes. It's taking us a long time to do this because of the level that we are. Trust me though, it gets to a point, if you're dedicated to trying to zone for items in this area, it gets to a point where your character levels are so high that even the ringworm is maybe not fast or easy to take out, but you know, much easier than this. Instead of say 20 to, instead of like 50 rounds, which it took us maybe to do that. I wasn't really paying attention, but it'll take like 20 rounds instead of 50. well, a lot of the things that we want in this area, they're in between, in the middle here, between the two exits. There is one thing above the, around the north wall there. There is one chest that we could want. It doesn't look like it's here. So there's 3 pots over here that are in a cluster that we sort of want. They haven't popped for us here because of this 20% spawn rate, which is atrocious. And then towards the middle of this, there are like 3 more chests, and none of these have spawned either. And then we're gonna cross over because we're gonna go to the north wall again, towards the exit to this cell, and that flying creature just preferred suicide over fighting. Oh, here's one. And we got Gil from it, which is great. And now we have a shield worm that wants to kill us. Looks like he's just gonna stay there and be confused. Yeah, it looks like a glitch to me. He's just loading in action continually. It's a weird glitch. Oh, he got out of it. That was strange. But yeah, there's one pot over here that we could want. And then I don't think there's anything else between us and the exit here that we would want. Definitely don't want to fight another ringworm if we don't have to. Oh, I didn't mean to go into this area. I meant to go across here. Let's try to avoid that ringworm or whatever it is, the shield worm, because I don't really want to waste time fighting it. Alright. Oh, there is an N-Tite, which we do not want to cross paths with. We definitely don't want to get tangled up with that guy. There's a pot that can be over here. Looks like it is over here, but I'm not sure if we'll get the right. Come on, girls, come over here. Kite that guy over here. That's right. Let's get some Fira going before that N-Tite comes over here, because we can't be found casting magic with that thing around. No, it's not a rust. So very oppressive here, this system of treasure finding that they have here. This is pretty terrible. Oh no. Here comes that N-Tite. We have stopped the thing before it kamikazes itself with us. That N-Tite seems to be moving the other way. Alright. Now what? We can run along the south side, but that looks like where the N-Tite's coming from. Or moving toward, I should say. It disappeared. Completely and totally disappeared, and I don't know why. And I'm scared of it now that it'll come back when we least expect. Yep. Alright, let's flee. Because it is still there. Let's at least come in here where all the Bender Coorls can be fried and nuked at once. Come here. Wow, we're running low on magic MP already? That's crazy. I feel like the charge at 10% MP is a little too high now. I feel like we have far too much magic points. I think we need to do self-charge after the attack here, because let's do self-charge. Alright, so there is a chest. There's 3 chests that we want in this big area of rock here. Big rock area. One of them was supposed to be guaranteed, and it is not. 36, that's supposed to be cleanse. Now, do we have cleanse? We do not. So what gives? Because that is supposed to be... Oh, well that clearly says in the book, in this case, it's a 20% chance to pop. The Claymore before was a 100% chance, and we didn't see it, so... I guess Cleanse is a 20% pop here. That's terrible. I'm gonna at least have to grind for that. Now I got some shadow over here. I'm gonna have to go illuminate that shadow space over there. I feel like I sort of got it. Making sure we don't get a shield worm or an Entite come sneaking up on us. Either one at this point would be terrible. I'm more afraid of the Entite, to be honest. But the worm would definitely slow us down. I'm gonna try to walk down the very center and illuminate all of this all at the same time. I don't know if that's possible with the range of sight or whatever. Getting most of it. Alright. These Bender Coorls. What are you doing, Ash? Get over here. Or that was Fran. What is... Fran's over there doing whatever she wants. I wish this Bander Coeurl had gotten closer to the other two. Get some more Fear hits on it. Wow. That was quite the holy for just one enemy over there. And apparently Fran poached it anyway. That's pretty nuts to get poached and holied all at once. Okay, well here's a item bag that ended up not being anything anyhow. Here we go. Here is a save crystal in the middle of all this madness. We can save here, and then we can, oh, I left a corner of that unexplored. So I'll go back, and I'll explore that corner of land over there. And then I'll be able to just go ahead and take the other path. I feel like I'm just gonna ride the north side of this cell anyhow. This used to be such a happy place to try and grind for treasure and, you know, kill things and improve yourself, but when you've nuked the possibility of anything being here that far, it just takes your incentive away. You know, it's not such a joy anymore. And if this is how it was in the vanilla, then I'm gonna tell you what, I totally didn't recognize, like I totally didn't understand that that was the way that it was in the vanilla, because I mean, I had a guide. I don't know that the guide showed any statistics on how often it would pop, but I know that the guide definitely showed what was supposed to be where. I still have that guide, actually. I could fact check that off camera, just by consulting my bookcase. But I don't remember it being this hard. And I know that I got things, multiple pieces of equipment out of this area that I really enjoyed and helped me out in the game, and I treasured getting them. But, you know, the deciding factor could have been that in 2005 and 6, I was either in college or had just gotten my associate degree in college and was, you know, a bachelor. I was not a dad or a husband yet. I was coming home from work and turning the game on and playing the game until I had to go to work again. So I had a lot more free time. And I lived in an apartment, not a house, so I didn't have house maintenance to worry about either. So all of those things, you know, give me a perception that it was never this hard to get loot in this area before, and it never took this long. Now maybe that's true. Maybe they buckled down on the Zodiac Age and made everything way harder to get in this area. Or maybe it's quite the same and I just have less time and my free time means more to me now. You know, I'm willing to accept either scenario for right now. But my hunch is that they seriously nuked your chances of getting good treasure in this area. That's my hunch. So, Fran, are you joining? I guess I don't want you to really join in here. But what exactly are you doing, even? Oh, she's... You know what? I have to put that... I have to fix that gambit and put it back to, MP less than 10%. Because now... she's just sitting back there because she has nothing else to do. So like an airhead, she's over there casting charge on herself because... And she's not... I can't even control her because she's so far back. That's really dumb. That's really dumb, and I got a really good charge out of her just recently to where she was 100% darn near on her MP, and then she was charging the charge action again, and now she's just at stupid 57. I can't believe it. I can believe it. I really can believe it. Oh, this game. I feel like Japan makes RNG work against us quite a bit, and I feel like, you know, they laugh. I feel like when they're sitting around the table making these games, they say, "Ah, you know what would screw with the American public is if, you know, we released a version of the game that worked this way, and really just made American people very mad." Wow, these guys are being super resilient here. I'm really feeling the effects of not having any two-handed weapon users, because two-handed weapons tend to be a lot higher on the attack power. Your poles, your spears, your two-handed swords. At this point in the game, with the amount of area that we've covered, you're easily getting two-handed weapons that are plus 80 attack, plus 100 attack, and everywhere in between. Right now, what do we have? We have 69 on our Chaos Mace, we have 78 on our Rune Blade, and we have 66 on the Avenger. And the Avenger is the very strong... We're using basically the very strongest equipment we have, except for Balthier has a Francisca available. I think Ash is using... Nope, I'm not going to say that, because I was going to say that we missed the Bastard Sword and the Diamond Sword for Ash, so she's using subpar equipment, but then I remembered we bought the Rune Blade in the shop, so that was even supposed to be even higher attack power than the bastard sword or the diamond sword that we could have found in a field somewhere. So Ash is not having real bad attack values here. She's at least keeping up with what's in the shops. We want a 53, which is to the right of us, and a 52, which is down and to the left of us. Do we want that 54? Nope. Alright, so we want a 52 that's supposed to be over here by this wolf. Oh good, you just put him to sleep. Of course our chest is not here. I'm gonna flee from this guy because I just don't want to fight him. And our other potion, our other thing that's supposed to be over here, doesn't seem to be here either. Wow, I never even saw that third Lobo. Never even saw him. Wow, that was pretty good shades of black there. And we want another chest all the way up at the north end. Okay, two chests that we wanted at the north end here, and neither one could be found. So you guys see the frustration? From a guy, I feel like I'm used to being able to find these chests at least way more often. I know for a fact, I just feel it in my gut that at least the chest spawn rates have been manipulated. Like you might still be just as likely as you ever were, perhaps, to get the treasure you want out of these potion bags, rather than just getting Gil or getting some, stupid knot of rust or whatever. But in my gut, I feel, just anecdotally, I can say that the spawn rates on these chests were much higher in vanilla. It's disappointing. Because this just was the place where you would come to get all your super awesome equipments, whatever I didn't get already from the Necro of Nabudis was something I came here to get. And we're doing that backwards this time around, because I wanted to save the Necro for later. I wanted to save the optional content for afterward, after Belfenheim. But it looks like we're going to be going there out of necessity now, just for possibly better chest spawns. And I really hope I don't read that section and find that there's only 20% chest spawns there as well. Like, that would also kill the Necro of Nabudis for me. Okay, let's see. Nothing over here. Nothing whatsoever. Here we go. Now we can get two enemies with fear at once. At least for a limited time. We got a level 50 over here. Don't let it go to your head now. We're all still equal adventurers in this party. Alright, I'm not seeing the magic. I'm seeing a lot of great scenery. I'm seeing things that look beautiful. I'm seeing item maps in the guidebook that look interesting. But the numbers look terrible, and the feel of the game also is terrible to match. Like, I'm not feeling as though I'm getting any of the items that are on this map to get. Therefore, it rings very untrue. Like, the map just I'm doubting that anything's there at all anyhow. You know? I don't anticipate spending a whole lot of time in this reworked Cerobi step. I don't. And if that was their intention, was to rework it so that people did less grinding here, mission complete. You did that. You found a way to make that happen. Square Enix, you certainly made people not want to sit and grind here. Let's see, in this area, what do we need? Well, there's supposed to be one right here, just below us, and I don't think I saw that one pop. There's stuff all over this one. Literally, this whole area should be filled with pots that we would want to loot. Let's see how many of these pots we actually find. And how many great things are actually in the pots once we've found them. I haven't found one truly great thing in this area the whole time I've been here. I don't even think I've found a unique item the whole time that I've been here. It's been, geez, just knots of rust and like mundane items. I think it's just been knots of rust, actually. Because there's not even any mundane items on this chart. I remember, in vanilla, there was mundane items on the chart, alongside some sort of rare type of items, and then That was in the non-diamond armlet chart. And then in the diamond armlet chart, there was usually like a choice between some super rare stuff that was equipment that would be helpful, and some super rare items that you don't normally find. And so you could get overloaded on super rare items in this area too, not just super rare equipments. Literally the first 3 columns all the way down this page in my book say Knot of Rust for all possibilities. For if you don't have a diamond armlet equipped, you're going to get Knot of Rust or Knot of Rust, and if you do have one equipped, you'll get Knot of Rust 95% or something sweet 5%. Ash sure does cast sleep a lot. Doesn't it? Seems like sleep comes up in Shades of Black quite a bit now. Weird. All right, Penelo, you have to do charge. I'm gonna put those gambits back where they were. That's just crazy. Alright, let's look over here. Get this over with. You know, I never said that phrase, get this over with, in the vanilla version while walking through Cerobi Steppe. I never said that. It was like, yay, we're here. Let's get all this super awesome loot. It was always exciting to be here. And now it's like, oh, let's get this over with. I just want to cover all the area so we can finally be here and leave. And even saying that, I am lying to myself, because I know that I'll be back there. I'll be back in this section to get that one-time appearance spell, the cleanse spell. The one that is blacked out so that it looks like it should be a 100% spawn. But it's not a 100% spawn. It's a guaranteed spawn, but it's not 100% at all. It's 20%. So, whoever thought a 20% guaranteed spawn would be great, well, it's a I guess it's not guaranteed. It's a one-time only spawn that happens 20% of the time. It's just, it defies logic. It's very dumb. I could see if it was something that you put in a chamber right before a boss fight was supposed to happen or something, and like the room before the boss fight, and you just wanted people to, you wanted to see if people were going to be observant or not of the fact of, you know, what they were about to leave behind, and maybe make it missable and not be able to get back to it or whatever. But out here on a plane where it's totally open and available for the rest of the game, it doesn't make sense. Why would you hold something like that away? But terrible decisions often happen in gaming. I make terrible decisions when I run into boss fights that I can't win, and sometimes developers make terrible decisions when designing the game that has become less fun for me in one section of it. I'm trying to look for some item bags here, and I don't think they're around. Let's see. Well, there's a potion, what do I keep calling them? Potion bags. They're pots. At least it's an item pot, but it wasn't in a place that was anything that I wanted from it anyhow, so getting Gil is quite alright. I don't think that was something I was looking forward to getting anyway at a 5%. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that 5% is a new thing too. I don't think that there was ever a 5%. I think it was always 50-50 with the diamond armlet. Like you either got something terrible or you got something pretty good. I don't think it was ever, maybe like for one specific item, like one super powerful item, it might have put a 95 to 5% chance, but by and large, no, that's not a thing in vanilla. It's a dirty remake trick that they pulled out. There we go. Thank you, Toros. Thank you for coming and interrupting us so that my ladies can cast more Firaga. I've already decided that my next playthrough, going through this game, is going to be a no magic playthrough. So I'm actually kind of dreading it a little bit, because this type of combat right here, enemies with huge hit bags of HP, and the best I can think is that I'll put some Ulans in there and I'll put some monks in there, and we'll get much better attack values to physically attack some of these things. But like, a lot of what made this playthrough quicker and easier and more bearable was the fact that we had magic going on multiple targets at once. And you lose that anytime, even though your attack value is technically getting higher per strike, you're having to strike at things individually when you do weapon damage. So it's almost like they have to be that much stronger in order to make the game run anywhere near as fast as if you just had a whole clan of mages throwing spells at things. But I am at that point now where the game's pretty much easy enough that I have to think of all these cool new ways to torture myself and make it harder. in all likelihood, I won't be starting the No Mage campaign until after I've beaten some other game in the series. Probably 7. I'll probably go back to the Final Fantasy IV port of the original Final Fantasy VII. We got telekinesis. That was worth the whole trip right there. Telekinesis, let me tell you. Now we can go to Gambits. Oh, you know what? We need to unlock it with licenses, actually. Whoa! Look at that. Wow, we got some license points to spend. That's for sure. We got 3 question marks here. Now what is this? Oh, somebody unblocked the way. Where are we? We're in the Cheetah Uplands again. How cool. And I think we have to go talk to that boy whose father we were supposed to have saved. Alright, 1, 2, 3, let's run. Fast mode, I forgot about fast mode. I was doing all this moaning and complaining about being so slow and the boss fights taking so, or I guess random trash mobs taking so long. I wasn't in fast mode for any of it. You can tell that I'm a player who's played this game since before fast mode was a thing. Yeah, back in the day, guys, we just played for the love of the game. Whether it took a long time or a short time or whatever. I'm gonna cross over to the... Nope, that was not good. I didn't mean to tempt that elemental. Alright, I've got a lot of Arcana, guys. I'm sure that I have over 99 Arcana here. Well, I mean... can't have over 99, but I'm sure that I've picked up. I'm sure that I've had to throw out Arcana that I just can't use. Yeah, let's talk to these gentlemen. Walking to Arcades, are we? I pity your feet. I should be going home soon, too. In our private airship, of course. Well, what the heck? You defeated the menace of Sochin Cave Palace? Not bad at all. Hone your skills and we might have a place for you in our house staff. Here, your reward. This is the going rate. Go on, take it. 1,000 gil and 3 remedies. Really? Can't wait to go back to Arcades to tell my friends. My hunter defeated a terrible menace. My hunter. I'm not your hunter. Okay, and there's another thing that we're gonna teleport to real quick. Right before the end of the video. Arcades. There was a spot in here I should have gotten. I was so interested in getting out of Arcadia as fast as possible that I think I walked right past an NPC. Take me to no boss. Remember when we got that cutscene to talk to Gibbs and Dweeg, which are just this game's version of Biggs and Wedge? We had to do that before the story changed to the Mosfera and High Waste, and the reason we had to do that was because we had to talk to July the Street Eater. Now, when you come to Arcades, I was supposed to have shown you this in the Arcades video, but July the Street Eater is right in here. Charlotte's Magicery. Now, she's still here? I sure hope so. Arcadian Ardent. Shopmaster. Charlotte's Magicery. Now, she's not here. Maybe that is why I didn't find her. Because she wasn't here to be found. And I ran straight across it. Didn't realize that she wasn't here. And I was missing something. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I activated her event at the correct time. But I may have done that on a different save file, and I may have failed to save over the correct thing. I don't know. July the Street Eater. The first part you have to do before the story goes to Mosfera and High Waste. Ah, I see. I failed to do the scene properly. You're supposed to cross the area and rent a chocobo from Gertie for 800 gil. Ride the chocobo over to Gibbs and Dweeg. July thanks the party for their intervention and asks them to visit her in Arcades later. We never did that. Therefore, she's not waiting for us. I missed out on a Salamand Halcyon, which she will award us. But the thing is, the Salamand Halcyon is used in a bizarre item, in a bizarre recipe to get an item that is, I think either a gun or a shot for a gun. And we're not using those two-handed weapons anyway, so I haven't really lost anything from not being able to get that. But I just wanted to point that out to you guys to show you that that is there. And I failed to do that whole scene correctly. I thought it was just important to, you know, spy on Gibbs and Dweeg and get their funny little conversation out of the way. I forgot that I was supposed to ride a chocobo at him. I think Gibbs, whichever one doesn't like chocobos, he's the one who's gonna act super grossed out and standoffish if you ride the chocobo over next to him. So I guess we'll go to Balkenheim. And so we end the video where we started off. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. I promise that there will be things in this game that I do like. We have nearly 100 episodes on this playthrough already. Wait. Nearly... over 50, I'll say. Over 50 episodes on this playlist. All of them that I do like, and this was probably the one that I didn't like so well. And maybe some of the failed... I think I got more fun out of some of the failed antlion and trickster hunts videos than I did out of this video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run through here until I get the cleanse spell. Off camera, of course, and I'll see you guys for the next video once I have all that in order. So go ahead, like and subscribe, hit the notification. Anything you can do to give my daughter's channel some more traffic is great. She'll appreciate it, and I will too. With that being said, this is StiltzkinKupo84, representing Cat and Fam Gamer TV, signing off.